This is called Movements of Ja People. Oh, hello again, and welcome to this another one of my vlogs. So today we are on the backyard removing my big old monster tree that spreads at least 4 neighbors wide. Look at this thing. This is only one branch. They have taken down some of it already. And there's the guy all the way up in the top. That's how high. Look how high up he is. Let me zoom in. That's the guy up there cutting. My big old monster tree. This thing is massive. And I will not stand in their way. So clear in the backyard, clear in the backyard. So from this angle, see, getting it done by the professionals. So they're taking it down one block at a time. One piece, one block of wood at a time. The tree's coming down. So because of the limited space in my backyard, there it comes, there it goes, oh! So they have to be putting parts of it over onto the neighbor's property because the truck that does the grinding of the wood cannot come into my yard. Well, it can come on the driveway, but because there was that large branch was hanging over the neighbor's house right there, so they have to take that side of it from the neighbor's yard. So they drove around onto the other block and is removing that part of the tree from the neighbor's yard. Yes, guys, this is massive. Look at that tree. Humongous. It looks small. Let me see if I can zoom it in. There it is, zoomed in. It looks small. Here comes another branch. It looks small on camera, but trust and believe me, it is massive. Look at those branches. Look how big they are. Look at those branches. It is massive. So we're taking it down. I am gonna miss my tree. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna miss my tree because it provides so much shade in the backyard. But with that, it's what old time people said, you cannot have your cake and eat it. Because of the tree, the grass won't grow properly. If you look, the grass are in patches all over. It's just patches. The grass won't grow properly, and there's moss on the grass because of the many shades that it's getting from the tree. And also I could not fix this side of the fence because of the tree. I had to put that on hold. So yes, I am getting my fence done. I already have the pieces. So with the tree gone, guys, I will be good. Here comes another block. I have to be backing up. Guys, not staying close to this thing. Although they tight, it won't reach where I'm at. So I'm zooming in right now. Yes, that is what. Whoa! Look at that. Look at that. So some of these wood I am going to save to do for my fire pit. This is my fire pit right there. I'm gonna save some of the wood for my fire pit, so I'm gonna make this the storage right over there, and store some of it for my fire pit. And also I'm gonna try and get some pieces out of it for flowers stand where I can place my flower planters on around the yard. I have had this piece from a previous tree that was cut many years ago, this wooden block, and it's still going strong. I now use it as my painting stand. So that wooden block has been here a long time, and it's still standing. Yes, guys. And these are actually oak trees. The wood, it is a very heavy. When I say heavy, it is a very heavy wood. Didn't know a little piece could weigh hundreds of pounds. Just one of those little pieces that is cutting off. It's a very heavy wood. By my headache, my big old monster tree, I still am not gonna be free from leaves, because they're the neighbors have another one right there too. When it's gonna dump all the leaves over the fence just the same. So I am not gonna be free from leaves, but at least it's going. And also have a little one in the front yard, and my neighbor has a big one in the front that's towering over the house that I also need to get cut down. But guys, it is not cheap. So this is another monster one, which is not mine. It's over there, in the neighbor's yard, but it's pushing its way onto the fence. It pushes onto the fence and it's hanging right over my house. So therefore that has to go too. That has to go too. See, it's I'm in the backyard, and this is how much it's towering over the house all the way. Look. And this is me in the backyard, and that's how much this thing is towering over the house. So the neighbor does not want to spend money to cut it because it's very expensive to cut a tree. And that is what's going on now. Look at that. It's towering all the way over the house. All the way over. I'm standing in the backyard, and that's how much over the house it is towering all the way over. So the neighbor, I'm gonna call on him again to see if he will at least trim. But the laws in America is that if the tree is on your property and it's towering over the neighbor's yard, it's the neighbor's responsibility to cut what's hanging over their property. So I cannot complain to him about what is hanging over my property. All I have to do is cut whatever is hanging over my property. But I am not allowed to go onto his property to cut the whole tree down. However, if the tree is damaging my foundation and sending roots into the house foundation, I can write him a letter, notify him about it, go to the town, ask the town, lodge my complaint, ask the town to reach out to him. And if he doesn't do anything about it, then we can end up in court because it's damaging my property. And I spoke to him about it already, and he hasn't done anything about it. But so I definitely am gonna have the branches cut from over my house and then take it from there. Look at the guy crawling. This is dangerous ass work. Look at that. Oh my God, I give these guys credit. Crawl so house, because this thing is hanging right. That's all left of the tree. That climber is bad. These guys who do this kind of work, they are brave. I lift my hats to them. Yes, guys, it is so worth what they charge. Because if he fall from where he's at least 40 feet up in the air. If he fall from where he's at, he's a goner. So I really lift my hat to them for taking the chances of going so high to not only take a tree down but to protect lives. Because if these trees falling on anybody's house, you know, it won't be it wouldn't be a pretty sight, and it would not have been, it wouldn't turned out good, because I've witnessed one that was over there in the neighbor's yard. It fell on the neighbor behind that blue house that you see right over there, that blue house right there. It fell on that house, and just one branch from that tree took the whole half of the neighbor's back side of the house down. So what they're doing a magnificent job. I lift my hats to them. I am afraid of heights, so I know I could not even go 5 feet up on that thing. There's no way I could go up there and do what they're doing. I am helping to carry the branches, but my granny always say, horse never good too good for carrying one grass. It's a whole team of them with bobcat and the whole 9 yards. There goes my big tree, gone with the wind. Look at that. They're checking for squirrel babies, because some squirrel had made a nest in there over the years. There's been squirrels in there, so he's just checking to make sure. And another one bite the dust. Down to the wire. Careful of your back. Oh. That's the end of the tree, the last piece. Look how gigantic this thing is. No idea how that's gonna come out, because there's no space for the grinder to come back here. So I am gonna have to figure out how I am gonna get it out. It's so close to the fence, I can't even make a fire on it to burn the roots out. Look at that. Look at the size of this stump in the ground. Look at it. Whoa. This tree was massive. These guys are really good. When they're done, they cleaned up the place. Look at that. Yes, clean. That stays. That stays, yes. And he's cutting a few pieces for me for firewood. Look at that. So when they're done, they cleaned up everything. It took them like about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get the whole tree done. Yes guys, so the tree is finally gone. I can finally set up this area of my backyard the way I want it to. Yes, it's all gone. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.